Okay, hello student. Today we are going to discuss about some important properties of circle. As you all know that how circle is important in standard 10th. Let us see one by one property. So the basic things you already knows that which are the main property which are useful in standard 10th that you want to understand first. As you all know that this is one circle, this is the center of the circle, this is a tangent. Now what is a tangent? The line which intersects circle in one point only, that is called as tangent here. So this tangent is perpendicular to the radius. This is the first property you have to remember. What I said, tangent is perpendicular to the radius. So this is very much important. So this is your tangent and this is your radius. Always remember that if tangent is provided to you, it is compulsory perpendicular to the radius. It means this angle is 90 degree, and once this angle comes here 90 degree, obviously all the properties of right angle triangle, if I take any point here, suppose this is suppose A and this is B, and if I join this OB here, what will happen here now? Triangle OAB becomes the right angle triangle. In short, why I want to say, if it comes right angle here, all the property of right angle triangle will be applicable here, in which you have to remember Pythagoras theorem. Everybody know about that one, Pythagoras theorem. Then next property you remember is about 30, 60, 90 degree property. Then next property you have to remember is about 45, 45, 90 degree property, because these properties are very much important. Here now in 30, 60, 90 property, what we know about 30, 60, 90? The side opposite to 30 degree angle. For example, if it is 30 degree, then side opposite to 30 is OA. That OA is half of OB. This is the side opposite to 30 degree, right? Opposite to what? 30 degree angle. Second thing, if it is 90, 30, obviously it becomes what? 60 degree. What we know about the side opposite to 60 degree? Look at this, which is the side opposite to 60? AB. So here AB is root 3 by 2 of hypotenuse. This is side opposite to what? 60 degree. So remember, side opposite to 30 degree, side opposite to 60 degree are somehow like this, we have to use it. So in statement format, what we can mention? Side opposite to 30 is half of the hypotenuse and side opposite to 60 is root 3 by 2 of hypotenuse, because these are quite obvious applicable in the sum. Next is 45, 45, 90 degree. If angles of triangle are 45, 45, 90, then what we know, side opposite to 45 degree. Now suppose these are 45 degree angles. So if it is 45 degree angle, then quite obvious it becomes what? Isosceles right angle triangle. And then side opposite to 45, that means either you can take AB or you can take OA, anything. That is AB equal to OA is 1 by root 2 of hypotenuse. That is side opposite to what? 45 degree. So remember these three important properties of right angle triangle, that is 30, 60, 90 and 45, 45, 90. Sometimes its application is very useful in the right angle triangle. Okay, and it can be asked in a reverse manner also. Sometimes like this it is mentioned here. For example, this is given 5 and this is given 10. This we know that this is 90 degree. Now look at this side is given 5, that is radius of circle is given 5, and this is given 10. It is straightforward, we can see that this side is half of hypotenuse. So कन्वर्स यहाँ यूज करेंगे हम, तो ऑब्वियसली ये एंगल हमारा कितना हो जाएगा? 30 डिग्री. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज कन्वर्स ऑफ 30, 60, 90. राइट? सो ऐसे भी आपको यूज करना पड़ता है. स्पेशली चैलेंजिंग क्वेश्चंस में आपको ये प्रॉपर्टी ज्यादा यूजफुल रहेगी. सो this is the first thing you have to remember. So which is the first main property you have to remember here? Tangent is perpendicular to radius, and accordingly Pythagoras theorem, 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90, many of the time sums on this property depends upon this properties also, right? Okay, now the next property we have to discuss. Okay, just now we finish tangent is perpendicular to radius. The first property, tangent is perpendicular to radius. Now what is the converse of this property? If a line, any line, for example this is a line L, is making an right angle with the end point of radius, look at here, which is the end point I can mention here, somehow like this. This M is a mid end point of radius. If this line making an right angle with the radius, that is end point, ये given में आपको, then line L is tangent to the circle. ये converse है इसका, right? Tangent is perpendicular radius का ये converse है. If any line makes an right angle to the end point of the radius, then that line becomes the tangent to the circle. So remember this also. Sometimes some can be asked based on this one. So here we have finished the first important property, that is tangent is perpendicular to radius and its converse. Now next to that is about the tangent segment. But the next property is tangent segment. If I draw a circle here, look at this is one circle, and if I decided to draw a tangent from one particular point P here, so how many tangents I can draw here? Probably this is the first tangent and this is the second tangent max I can draw from the external point of the circle. And then look at here, this A and B are the common points or point of contact. Then segment PA and segment PB are called as tangent segment. What is the property? You are having theorem on this one, so that we'll discuss in another video. Now look at this is the center of circle. So length of tangent segment is always equal. Correct? So here combination of these two properties is many times is useful here. For example, look at here. If this is a tangent given and if I join this radius here, so obviously tangent is perpendicular to radius. So what happens? This angle becomes 90 degree. Same way, if I join this B here, this also becomes 90 degree. As per this particular property, tangent is perpendicular to radius, and these two segments are congruent over here, right? So sometimes either they can ask you the sum based on this particular sum. Look at here, these two radius are equal. Now if two adjacent sides of any quadrilateral are equal, this quadrilateral APBO becomes a kite. And then question can be asked based on kite or angle. Somehow this is 90, this is 90. If suppose this is given 60 degree, so obviously आपको ये angle find करना पड़ेगा. So somehow like this properties can be useful here, right? So remember that one. So here we have finished two properties, that is tangent is perpendicular radius and tangent segment. The length of tangent segment are equal. Now we have to move to the next property. That is called as the, look at it, next property we are going to discuss is about the tangent circles. Okay, what is about tangent circles? So what is meant by tangent circles? That you want to understand first. Look at this is one circle and here I draw the another circle. Look at these two circles are intersecting in how many points? One point. That point is called as point of contact, suppose M. And if tangent circles are given, then center C and P and this point M, they are collinear points. What is the main thing about tangent circle? If two circles are tangent circles, then two centers and point of contact are collinear points. This you have to remember. Now here two types of the tangent circle. Externally tangent circle. When circles are externally tangent circles, that time distance between center, what I said, distance between center is sum of two radius of the circle. As you know that this C dash M dash P, reason I goes to tangent circle. If circles are tangent, these 3 points are collinear and distance between their center will be sum of the radius, that is R1 plus R2. दूसरा type आता है, that is called as internally tangent circles. Look at here. Suppose ये एक center है, ये दूसरा center है और ये आपका point P है. This is A and this is B. These are internally tangent circles. How it is? Internally tangent circles. Look at, so straightforward है, ये तीनों पॉइंट कोलिनियर हो जाएंगे. Therefore we can say that B dash, A dash, P, because they are tangent circles, right? And now look at this. This is the radius of bigger circle. ये पूरा radius कौन सा है? Bigger circle. और ये छोटा circle है यहाँ. So distance between the two center B and A will be the difference of the radius. So in tangent circle, three things you have to remember. Centers and point of contact are collinear. If external tangent circles, then you have to add the radius. If internal tangent circles, you have to subtract the radius to find the distance between the centers.